February 2026, a year that was supposed to be the dawn of a new dynasty for Tottenham Hotspur. Instead, it's become a descent into the unthinkable. In the last 12 months, Spurs have won a European trophy, sacked 2 managers, and lost their legendary chairman Daniel Levy. But perhaps the biggest blow was the departure of their icon, Son Heung-min, to LAFC last summer. Now, following a humiliating 4-1 North London derby defeat to Arsenal, they sit 16th in the Premier League, just 4 points above the drop zone. But here is the speculation that has the football world paralyzed. We are currently on track for a farcical finale, a reality where Tottenham wins the Champions League in May and gets relegated to the Championship in the same week. Today, we deep dive into the collapse. From the secret exit clauses of 15 star players to the £800 million debt that could bankrupt the club if they go down. Is this just a bad run, or are we witnessing the end of Tottenham Hotspur as a global power? Part 2, the on-pitch disaster. The domestic form is beyond a disaster. It is a historic anomaly. After sacking Thomas Frank following an 8-game winless streak to start 2026, the board gambled on Igor Tudor. His first task? Facing Arsenal. The result was a 4-1 humiliation that left the stadium half empty before the final whistle. Spurs have not won a Premier League game at home in the entire calendar year of 2026. The tactical Brentford blueprint brought in by Frank has left the squad identityless, and Tudor has inherited a dressing room that looks physically and mentally broken. We have to speculate. Did the club ever truly replace Son's leadership, or did his exit mark the beginning of a terminal decline in the squad's mentality? Part 3. The Champions League paradox. Yet, while they sink in England, they are flying in Europe. This is the great paradox of the 2025/2026 season. Tottenham finished 4th in the new Champions League phase, comfortably ahead of Real Madrid and Manchester City. They are officially one of the 8 best teams in Europe, while being the 16th best team in England. If they continue this run and lift the trophy in Munich, they would qualify for next year's Champions League as holders, potentially while playing their league football at places like Luton or Plymouth. It is a scenario so bizarre that UEFA and the Premier League reportedly have no precedent for it. Part 4. The financial abyss. The consequences of relegation, however, are not just sporting. They are existential. Football finance expert Kieran Maguire has warned of a £100 million black hole if the club drops. With £851 million in stadium-related debt, Spurs rely on the massive TV revenue of the Premier League to keep the lights on. Reports suggest that principal sponsors like AIA are already looking at performance-related exit clauses. While the stadium is an entertainment complex that hosts concerts and NFL games, the football side of the business provides the prestige. If that vanishes, the financial model of the most modern stadium in the world effectively collapses. Part 5. The mass exodus. The most terrifying reality for fans is the mass exodus. Reports have named 15 first-team stars who could be legally allowed to leave if the club is relegated. We are talking about Christian Romero, Mickey van de Ven, and James Maddison. These aren't just players. They are assets worth hundreds of millions that could walk away for a fraction of their value. With Son already gone, there is no veteran anchor left to stabilize the ship. While youngsters like Lucas Bergvall have pledged their loyalty, could a new Spurs really survive the grueling championship with only teenagers and squad players? Part 6. The verdict and the future. Tottenham is at a crossroads unlike any other in sporting history. Relegation wouldn't just be a failure, it would be a corporate demolition. But if Igor Tudor can find a win, just one win, to spark the flame, this could be the great escape ever told. The question isn't just will they stay up, the question is what will be left of Tottenham if they don't? Is the dream of the Big Six over? Or is this the darkest hour before a historic rebirth? Drop a comment below. UCL win or Premier League survival? Which one is actually more likely for this squad? Hit that subscribe button because the next 90 days in North London will change football forever.